It's only 7 o'clock. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun. Go to bed in a little bit and relax. Oh. Just killing some time, seeing what you guys are doing. So yeah, right now, guys, just for a little bit of fun. See, you guys want to know what I'm gonna say. Say hello. What's up? So how? What's up? Uh huh. Yeah, I'm just killing some time right now before I go to bed for the night. Just killing some time, seeing how everyone's doing, that sort of thing. Last video I'm gonna do for the night. Hello. Yeah, Sammy's not here for a little bit. I'm just gonna be on here for more time. This is the last time we'll be on for the night. I had to do B stars today. I did B stars today. Did one chapter of B stars, which makes me feel a whole lot better. But yeah, I'm just on here for a little bit. And I'm gonna, do this for a little bit before I go off tonight. I mean, it's early still, but yeah, it's only like 7 o'clock East Coast time. So yeah, yeah, I know you are. I haven't cut my hair in a while. I'm gonna let it grow out this year. I'm actually let my hair grow out though. I haven't cut my hair in a while. I'm gonna let my hair grow out. I'm gonna let my hair grow out until next year. So that's something they usually don't do. But it's supposed to get chilly the rest of the week. This Friday's supposed to get dangerously cold, which I'm ready for it because I'm going to be bringing because I'll be recording that on the trip all the way home for Thanksgiving. But right now I'm just gonna have some fun. Right now. So yeah, just having some fun. Hit. So right now I'm just killing some time right now. See how you guys are doing right now. That's all I'm doing right now. I gotta do something real quick, but yeah, I mean, I'm staying on. I'm not going nowhere. I have to turn my alarm on tomorrow. There we go. Tomorrow. So yeah, I'm just on here for a little bit. I'm seeing how you guys are doing. So yeah, just gonna have a little bit of fun. So yeah. It's 7 o'clock. Well, oh, that's old. That's an old game. I haven't played that game in years. What's it still? I can find that game online. But yeah, right now it's just a time to relax and have some fun. And that's about all we're doing now. Just having a little bit of fun before I go to bed. Okay, this is weird. Coffee may taste like mellow yellow. I don't like mellow yellow. So Trevor Phillips makes it? No, it's not. Coffee. 28 cents a pound. That's not a bad deal back then. 28 cents a pound for coffee. That's pretty good. Yes, a D. How can you have a D for your birthday? What the? Pot? Pot in 1950s? How can coffee taste like a broom? How can coffee taste like a broom? Maxwell House. Maxwell tastes pretty good. I drink Maxwell all the time. Max XX House. How can coffee taste like shit? Papa Eddie. Those are Colonel Sanders. Why does Papa Eddie look like Colonel Sanders? That was different.
Roasted
28 cents a can. Okay, that's different. Okay, that was different.
In this video, I'm going to turn the 1991 bus into a luxury title. This project took 6 months for us to complete. I hope you enjoy.
Just north of Mount Chiliad lies the town of Toledo Bay. It's a relatively small town, but unlike its next door neighbor, Sandy Shores, Toledo seems to be doing just fine. But how? Toledo Bay is smaller than Sandy and further south. Well, as explained in the Sandy Shores video, Toledo Bay has a major factory, the Bucking Gun Factory, which most of the residents probably work at. There are also numerous shops in the small town of Toledo, including a barber shop, a tattoo shop, a mechanic shop, and a gun store. Also, there seem to have been plans to build a car dealership next to the mechanic shop, but it was never completed. We know this was fully intentional by Rockstar, as it says on the billboard that it was supposed to come in 2008, but the game at the time of release took place in 2013. So why was this dealership never completed? Well, here is where we get into the many problems of Toledo Bay. It seems that the city planners of Toledo Bay didn't distribute business space and living space evenly. Lots of buildings in Toledo Bay are businesses, which is fine if you have the workforce to accommodate them. But Toledo just just doesn't have that many homes to accommodate a growing population. There are 36 houses in Paleto Bay, some of which can barely be called as such due to the condition of them. Also, some of these houses are for sale, meaning that there are likely not any residents living inside of them currently. There clearly isn't enough homes to accommodate the people that would be working in these businesses. This essentially means that Paleto Bay has to rely on workers who live out of town to make the trip all the way north every day, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it is not great either. This makes workers at the mercy of the weather, as if the weather is harsh, the workers likely will not show up or be late. This whole catastrophe of a situation is only occurring, however, because of poor city planning. The dealership that clearly isn't being finished should be turned into affordable apartments to allow for more residents. There is a small apartment complex located in Paleto Bay, but it maybe has a dozen rooms, not very much for a sprawling population. And the condition of these apartments are clearly not very good. There's not even water in the pool. Also, the plot of land that the dealership would be on is quite big, so it should be able to accommodate this just fine. We can already gather from this information that Paleto Bay already has essential problems that should have been changed a long time ago, or should never have been there to begin with. So what should Paleto Bay city officials have done from the start? They should have played the tourism part much harder than they did. They have been over Sandy, as they also tried to do this, but over time just deteriorated and went to waste. Paleto is right next to the ocean. Hotels should have been built, at least 2 or more. Development also should have went to the coastal side of town, because as of now, there are not that many buildings on the coast. There are maybe a couple, and all these buildings are in questionable conditions. Then there is the Toledo Forest, which is actually quite a beautiful place. There should have been more effort into advertising its national park and the Chiliad Wilderness. And then after people take a visit there, maybe after taking a long hike, they could settle down for the night at a hotel in Toledo. They wouldn't go to Sandy, as Sandy is just a bit too far out of town from the Chiliad Wilderness. Toledo Bay just makes more sense, and it has a nicer view. Local officials also should have marketed Mount Chiliad as part of the local lore as being the tallest mountain in the state of San Andreas, and try to encourage people to hike up it as well, with maybe some rewards. I also somewhat believe that the Plucking Bell factory hurt Toledo indirectly, as it made it less visually appealing. Just imagine that you are on vacation somewhere at a remote northern town that is relatively small, and see a big factory towering over the area. It just wouldn't look nice. And while there is also a small motel that is actually not that bad looking, with a very craftsman aesthetic to it just outside of Toledo, the infrastructure is just not there to support such a tourism-reliant business. So why don't city officials try to repair Paleto Bay's damaged image? Well, here's where we get into the illicit side of Paleto Bay. As previously mentioned, the Plucking Bell factory hurt Poleto's image as a small tourism town, as any major factory would. But why was it made and put here in the first place? Well, we now know that a local cartel utilizes the Plucking Bell factory's image and location to smuggle drugs across San Andreas. It is unclear how long this operation has been going on, but we know that it is indeed here. And unfortunately, this cartel also likely has deep ties with local city officials to keep the factory up, as if it was demolished, there would be no cover for the cartel's smuggling work. It also helps the cartel that Paleto is very far from everything. Sandy Shores is already far from the city, and this is referenced many times in the game. After the mission friends reunited, Trevor takes a trip up to the Vinewood Hills, and Wade comments on how that's very far, and how he has a cousin living there. But he talks about Los Santos as if it's such a far away place. Paleto is very far from everything, allowing for more underground operations to take place, as federal officials are unlikely to investigate and monitor such a small, faraway town. This is highly likely to be the reason that Paleto is in the state that it is in currently. A similar situation to Sandy, only with more proof. If Paleto were to grow more and more, the population would rise and start to become less of a small town and more of a medium-sized tourist destination. This would lead city officials to monitor it more and just keep track of it more as a whole. So hopefully, as time passes and Vincent's investigation progresses, we may see the downfall of this cartel and the potential rise of Toledo Bay. Hopefully, Vincent can work his way up the ladder to a higher agency like the FIB and crack down on the cartel and their operation. But only time will tell. Toledo Bay is a very strange place overall. It is one of the only places in the game that you can go to in a fully populated lobby and barely anyone there because of its location, which basically sums up Toledo Bay as a whole, which is also precisely the reason why I enjoy being in Toledo Bay, its desolation. I just wish there were more things to do in Toledo. There are many available businesses here, but no one, including myself, ever buys them because it is just too far away to use efficiently as a business. For something leisurely, then sure, fine. For something that you have to go to every time you log on to GTA Online, it's just inconvenient. I think for a final update, or an update very near the end of GTA Online's lifespan, Toledo Bay should get a small makeover with a coastal hotel, similar to a hotel you'd see in Miami on the beach. Rockstar could also use this opportunity to add fishing to the game, as Toledo is obviously equipped for it with its location. I do know that Red Dead Redemption 2 has a fishing mechanic, and it's pretty good. I, however, don't know how easy it would be to port over to GTA Online, but maybe Rockstar could make something like it. Also similar to Red Dead, they could maybe also add horses to the game, as strangely enough, there are horse crossing signs scattered around Blaine County. Sometimes you see them in different places, but they are indeed there, which kind of maybe leads me to believe that horses were meant to be in the game since day one. We obviously know that Rockstar is not a person to skimp out on cutting content, so you may never know, but it is definitely not too late to add horses. So next time you're in Toledo Bay, enjoy it a little bit. Explore to
I
find
do. I like being in
learn
Toledo.
more
It's
about the
quiet,
coastal
calm.
town and its people. And hopefully, Rockstar starts to appreciate it a little bit more as well. And with that being said, thank you all for watching this video so much. I really do appreciate it. And thank you to my channel members as well. If you like
Thank you. Thank you for trusting us with your secret recipes and shared moments.
Just over Vinewood Hills lies the Grand Sonora Desert. Housed inside of that desert also lies Sandy Shores, a small, rundown town. But unlike most rundown towns, this one still has residents and power, but currently is in a poor state of condition as is. A quick drive through Sandy Shores lets you get a better look at the residents and their homes. This already gives us some clues about a time when Sandy Shores was sprawling with life and success. Most of these homes are colorful: yellow, blue, red, pink, you name it, which was a common element of the American home design in the 1950s and 1960s. Full of color, usually one story, with no garage, as vehicles weren't nearly as common to see as they are now. Almost a one-to-one identical description of the typical Sandy Shores home. The buildings also tell us about the businesses that were here prior. We can see a mechanic shop, a barber shop, a tattoo shop, a medical center, and a sheriff's office. Some of these businesses are still operating, but judging by the exterior, these businesses are by no means prospering. And while there are some buildings that are still standing, most of the buildings in Sandy Shores are completely run down and abandoned, like the Sandy Shores Motel. This is likely due to the failing economy at the time. But why was the economy on the decline, you may ask? It could be the fact that a booming city just on the other side of the Vinewood Hills with promising job opportunities and infrastructure was on the rise, driving the workforce to move there to be closer to their jobs and family, as they likely moved there as well. Toledo Bay could have been in a similar situation in Sandy Shores as well, but powered through because of its major factory, the Cluckenbell factory, which required a larger workforce to operate, which likely gave them stable job security. Unfortunately for Sandy Shores' case, they didn't have any stable job opportunities, unlike Toledo Bay. Most businesses in Sandy Shores were prone to tourism, which is almost always a bad thing, as the strength of the economy shifts from month to month. Nobody's visiting Sandy Shores in the winter. The lack of jobs for them could have also influenced the rise of drugs and arms smuggling that Sandy Shores is all too familiar with now. Not too many cops to deal with, and the ones there are to deal with are likely to cut a deal with smugglers to boost their own pay, just put food on the table for their own families. Not to mention the outright lack of outside agencies present in Blaine County, as officials likely think that it is just an abandoned town that is too far gone to help anyone. Why is Sandy Shores still a town? And why don't officials try to help Sandy Shores more? Well, the answer to that is very simple. They use the fact that it is run down with a very little population to their advantage. There is a prison just outside Sandy that is very hard to escape out of because of its location. If you try to make the daring escape to Los Santos, you will likely get seen by the many residents and be called in to your arrest. If you try to make the flee towards the desert in Sandy Shores, you will suffer from the blistering heat in the daytime and the shivering cold of the night. Not even mentioning the scarce amenities there are in Blaine County. It's not like there are many places to eat and drink in Sandy Shores, leaving the only viable option to escape to Paleto. However, it is just too far and risky to attempt. Despite most of Blaine County being abandoned or close to it, there are some parts that appear to be doing just fine, like Harmony. There is a small strip mall with a couple of businesses that also houses a Fleeca Bank branch, the only bank in all of Sandy Shores, which could be the reason why it is still standing. There is zero competition. Harmony also has a small motel, which, while not looking perfect, seems to be doing just fine. It looks like if there's any bit of tourist activity, or somebody just needing a place to stay for a little bit, Harmony could be the place to go instead of Sandy Shores. Now we must discuss the gangs of Sandy Shores. Well, first off, there is the one we are all too familiar with, Trevor Phillips Enterprises, and the O'Neill brothers, which live not too far out of town in a town called Grapeseed. And then there's the Lost Motorcycle Club, which has a headquarters just outside of Sandy Shores in a small trailer park called Stab City. However, like previously mentioned earlier, there is a sheriff's office located in the middle of Sandy Shores. Unfortunately, like also mentioned earlier, the sheriff's office is fairly small, and the workforce of that sheriff's office is also very small, making them very prone to being paid off or just outright being killed. It seems like from the looks of it, there's not enough enforcement going on in Sandy Shores, but no one bothers to enforce it because it's already too far gone or they're benefiting from it. And not just crackhead hillbillies are benefiting from it. Think about it. There is a military base not too far away, a prison like previously mentioned, and the Humane Labs, which seems to conduct experiments not really shown to the FIB or the IAA. It seems like the officials are even taking advantage of Sandy Shores' desolate state. All of this makes Sandy Shores feel like such a creepy place. It's always been strange how there's almost no lighting, and the lighting that there is dim. Not to mention the tallest mountain in the game, Mount Chiliad, reigning supreme over the town of Sandy Shores and its residents. So with all this in mind, we can now answer the question, was Sandy Shores always abandoned? No, it wasn't. It was likely a decently popular town in the 1950s or 60s, but due to better job opportunities located elsewhere, was left in a poor state that nobody cared to fix, as both state officials and criminals benefited from its demise, using it for both of their operations, and that is unlikely to change anytime soon.
This year, take the time to melt into your holiday moments with Lindor.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
I have always thought that Lester just had too much power in GTA 5 and GTA 5 Online. But I figured, you know what, maybe he could just be an elite hacker or something to that likeness and not actually work with authorities. But the more I think about it, the more possible the possibility of him actually working with an organization like the FIB comes to fruition. So today I will be presenting the theory of Lester possibly working for the FIB and provide some reasons why he could and why he wouldn't. So just to keep things fair, because I don't want to be one-sided. And let's get into starting off with some reasons why he does or could work for the FIB is he has the ability to get the cops off of you in any given situation, in almost any given situation. Even on some jobs like the auto shop contracts, you could call Lester to get the cops off of you, even if you do things like robbing a Fleeca bank. You rob multiple Fleeca banks in one auto shop contract. You do also rob the UV but he cannot get the cops off of you in that specific job, I believe. Now, this is where it starts to reach the limits of what he can do, because he could get the cops off of you in any given situation, no matter the limitations. That would start to catch on, and people would start to notice, and it would quite frankly just be too obvious he's doing what he's doing. If you were to send an entire team to take down the Pacific Standard, for example, he can't just get the cops off of you, because even if he had that power, it would just be too suspicious. Everyone would be like, where are the cops going? Why are they going over there? People will start to point fingers at Lester, and that could potentially blow his cover. He also has the ability to make cops ignore any crime you do for 3 minutes straight in GTA 5 Online. This is very hard to do. Now, you could say he starts a false alarm across the map. Maybe you're in Los Santos, and he says the bank of Puyo Bay is being robbed. That could maybe, that's believable, but once again, it's one of those things where he could really be like a lead hacker or something and throw the police off. But I think if he has some sort of ties to a higher organization, he could tell them to let the cops ignore whatever we do for 3 minutes straight, and that's the maximum he could do, because once again, that's sort of his limitations. If he goes any more than 3 minutes, then authorities would start to catch on, and players would as well. Lester also just knows too much, quite frankly. In the story mode, he talks to Michael, and he talks about him tracing Michael's steps for a very long time, and he also somehow has the power to be able to see who Michael is transferring money to every single month. Even if you are an elite hacker, I just don't see how you could do this. Having access to banks and stuff like that, it could be a feature or a benefit of working with the FIB though. And if he was an elite hacker and he worked with the FIB, combining those two things would just make for endless possibilities in terms of stalking and stuff like this. Lester also, this is a more far-fetched one, but he also just knows too much people to be the type of person he is. Lester is not going out and socializing with people. He sits in his house all day and occasionally goes out for a job, but he just happens to know a lot of the top hackers, and he also knows a lot of the lower level ones too, and that's how we choose which ones we want for certain jobs. We could choose a high level hacker or a low level hacker, a high level gunman, like that. And if you were an FIB agent, you would have access to criminals of that nature, and you would be able to get them on your side with some leverage, which I'm sure is very possible. And if you're a criminal, you're probably very prone to blackmail, because let's face it, you're a criminal, and even if they do not have any available blackmail, they could just straight up slap you with a sentence for life, and then you're in forever. It just doesn't make sense to me how a person like Lester can know all these people, and even our GTA 5 Online players, which probably makes the most sense because we're the most tied to the criminal world. When we first landed in Los Santos, we're greeted by Lamar, which is, who is not a, legal person by any measurable means. He's a criminal. So that ties us pretty easily to Lester, and if we are to assume that GTA Online takes place after Story Mode, which I'm probably going to have to make another lore video about, then Lamar already knows Lester, and that would tie us to Lester. Now I'm going to get into reasons why Lester would not work for the FIB. One, what does the FIB have on him? Well, Lester, once again, going back to the criminal thing, Lester is not a normal member of society. He is a criminal, and I'm sure they have charges on him. Not to mention, after all these years of him robbing banks and stuff, if he was being assisted by the FIB would have that leverage on him, and they would probably want some sort of proof that he was involved for collateral, just so Lester doesn't go off and snitch. But I'm pretty sure they would just kill him if that was the case, which they also probably would do. Next, you might be saying, why would Lester help us all these years, pulling off all these jobs, if he worked for the FIB? Wouldn't he try to stop him? And honestly, the only thing I could say in terms of this is Rockstar could be saving a lesser villain story for a final GTA Online update, which would.
Okay, I think we're done for the night. Yep, I'm done for the night. I'm gonna shut down for the night. So good night.
Winter styles that'll turn heads.